Hey yo. 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 All right, for a minute there I thought we lost him. Whoa. Hey yo.
I want my baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back. I want my baby back,
Chili's baby back ribs.
I want my baby back,
Chili's baby back ribs.
barbecue sauce. I want my baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back. I want my baby back,
Chili's baby back ribs.
I want my baby back,
Chili's baby back ribs. Doo 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 doo. I want my baby back ribs.
Fill it in a few different times just to kind of get a real deep color. And then kind of go in here at the bottom.
I'm not getting nothing.
See you.
As a channel member, we want to have stuff for you guys. What we plan to do, of course, have those emojis, a bonk emoji.
Yeah.
We want to do comic strips for you guys to kind of keep our characters and comics out there, keep the creative blood flowing, and just little strips, maybe monthly.
Develop notifications, sub if you haven't. We're trying to make the best content we can out here and do something more like a podcast.
Let's get out of here. I've had enough of this.
Ooh, what a rush! Let's go! Who are those guys?
Your brothers? No. Yes!
Beginning to get on my nerves. Who are those guys? I couldn't do that. Could you do that? How can they do that? Who are those guys?
The fucking DIAZ brothers!
It's the Diaz Brothers Show, live in studios here in Brookfield, Illinois, at the Galloping Nose Production Center. Phil and Brandon are back. It's Friday night. Do you know where your comics are? Here are your hosts, Phil and Brandon Diaz.
Hey, did it. Did it. Hopefully you guys can hear us. Surely you can hear us. Surely you can hear us.
Because it went off without a bang. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the show. Let us know, how do we sound? We had a little bit of audio issue, but I think we finished
fixed it up before we went live. We finally did it.
Mhm.
Let us know if you could hear us.
Am I coming in clear? Hey, Mom, I said, am I coming in clear?
Friday, what do you say? Friday
Yes.
Bad Boys.
Yes.
Yes, look at that. So they've updated StreamYards again. So now
when will they learn?
I know. But for some reason, Rumble was loading like an inchworm on my computer in the office.
It sounds disgusting.
So I couldn't actually put it up on Rumble. So we're not on Rumble.
That's why Ren now is here instead of.
Well,
over
yeah,
at
thank
Rumble.
you, Randata, for being here. I tried to do it. I set it up through StreamYards, but I couldn't get on Rumble for some reason. And then I tried to log into Rumble through here, and I attempted too many attempts, and then it locked me out.
It's that Tucker Carlson network is it's using up all the server space over there.
Boy, I tell you. But now, for you guys can't see this, but you see this new thing, Ren, where it says,
Yeah, what's up with
views-
that? It's blocking half the screen.
Yeah, it's blocking like a bunch of the screen above Brandon's head. Oh, could I move it? Oh,
You could probably click on it and then it'll
minimize
go away.
it. Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
can
there you
minimize it, so I can actually see how many viewers are watching on Facebook.
And if Rumble was there,
Who
or
knows?
if we were
That'd be awesome.
exploiting the new Twitch policy about artistic nudity, we could also be streaming over there at the same time.
Yeah, you said you didn't want to talk about that this week, and there
Right,
an
but that was
article
the
I could've
joke.
pulled it up.
That was the joke.
Yeah, so Twitch has this new policy,
That's the joke.
and they've also deemed pole dancing and twerking as
Yeah, it's artistic representation.
yeah. So everybody that's
Get
not,
with it.
that doesn't have a Twitch account,
Could you
Or we-
imagine all of the Exotica streams from Twitch now that they're going to allow?
yeah,
It's going to be disgusting.
it's gonna be gross.
I, for one, am disgusted and appalled.
So yeah, but also the new thing is you could stream to Instagram now from StreamYards
Hmm.
with the same like kind of process you have to go through Rumble, but it's actually for Instagram. You
That's
don't
weird. I wonder how
look at
that
the
works
comments
because
from there either.
Instagram is very vertical.
Yeah, it minimizes it ratios your
Oh my
screen to,
God,
like
that's
just the
awful.
center of your phone.
Yeah. And the bad thing about Instagram is you can't like flip the phone
Right.
on the side to correct it. Maybe they'll integrate that.
I think they're working on something with that. Like I think they said portrait view.
Well, they're
So-
trying to compete with Twitter,
Yeah.
Twitter.
So
So,
they're trying to do the a portrait view on there. So maybe we'll do a little. Probably not.
yeah.
Instagram,
Well, we're
because you
not
gotta
streaming on
launch it from
Twitter.
Instagram.
So
We could stream on Twitter.
right, we could be streaming on Twitter. We're missing
could
out
be.
on all those sweet Twitter views.
Yeah, if I would have known Rumble, we've streamed on Twitter before, but if I would have known Rumble wasn't here. But let's say
Yeah.
hi to the chat. What's up? Jeremy Burtz is here.
What's up?
Good to see you. Citizen Ronan
What's up?
says somebody's watching on Facebook.
Let's see.
No, not
No.
yet.
Nope.
Not yet.
Nope.
We do get a couple of likes over there. If you guys are on
Sometimes.
Facebook, go and like the Zaid Comics page.
Yeah.
Put updates on there.
I saw last week
Some art.
that Dolan.
Dolan Waddick
Liked it,
did like
yeah.
the stream last week.
Look,
Appreciate
his
that.
name is too close to Dolan Duck for it not to be the joke.
It's a family name.
I would.
Okay. You
I don't believe it.
understand.
I don't believe it.
believe it.
I don't believe it.
Phil is just used to his commie TikTok. What's up, Snarky?
What's up?
Yeah, I did put another TikTok up today.
Hmm.
And then oh yeah, I
Immediately got
wanted
taken
to
down.
we have to pack some books that you keep forgetting to bring.
Yeah.
But I wanted to film that.
All right, we'll pack it up.
But the book's at your place.
Yeah.
So
Pack
we
them
will-
up.
Creators Outlet is here.
What's
Creators
up?
Outlet? Henden Schneely. Great name. Good to see you. Some person.
What's up?
I think we also already have a super chat.
Hold it. Hold it. Hold it.
They've updated
Where's my
StreamYards.
StreamYard
Yeah, starred
starred
starred chat thing.
What's
Yeah,
going
it's
on here?
gone.
I
Now
gotta
you have
scroll
to
all the way up now.
all the way up, like a cave person.
Maybe it's because I'm no, that doesn't do
No.
anything. All right.
Yeah, they bugged the system.
Super chat. Yeah, it's like 2020 all over again. Snark's got DM for $5 says, what did the Diaz Bros white drum symbol? I think he's talking about the barrel.
Mm.
and a restaurant have in common? They're both Cracker Barrels. There you go.
Got him.
Thank you, Snarky for that beautiful super chat. Really appreciate it. And for that, you get your bonk.
I think we're going to kick off this stream proper this time. We're going back all the way to October. Some of you guys might remember this.
What day is it?
Today is Friday in California. Huh?
So if you guys are in California, it's Friday.
It's Friday, guys. You know what that means. Tweet this out. Go and retweet it on X or whatever you call it on my profile. Get some more people in here because we're doing a ranking today. This is the first ranking we've ever done on the channel. And people do this all the time online. Tier lists, video game characters. You see it more in the gaming community. Yeah, we're going to do some
tier lists. Do you have the graphics up where it has the, really?
Yeah.
Wow, look at Phil doing his homework here.
Yeah, a guy at the gym was on the bench, so I went over there.
And then you just... Grandpa Simpson.
I turned around
and walked out.
Yeah. Seagull's in the chat. Good to see you, Seagull. Lord Nemesis, my personal nemesis. Good to see you, Dale A. Bobby's in the chat with the hashtag ZCup Raiders. There we go. And you too at home could be a Zeta Raider for the small price of $5. You could become a member of the channel and get some free comic strips, which we have another awesome Ricky Rouse strip that I have to put up soon.
Ricky Rouse's Christmas wish?
No. We should get it. We did a Ricky Rouse's Christmas last year.
Yeah, but this is his Christmas wish. Yeah.
I'll get Doug on it. I'll try to think of something in 1 week. Tank Ferret's in the chat.
What's up?
Good to see you, Tank Ferret.
Oh, yeah.
It's been a while, brother. Amanda B. Is that a new profile picture? What's up, Amanda B?
What's up?
Good to see you. I hear Atherline's in the chat. Or is it Arthurline? And Carbon. Carbon Heart.
What's up?
Thanks for being here, guys. Speaking of Ricky Rouse, I was excited to show Brandon this. And I told him a little about this. But this is a new video game coming out. You guys know how we like, what's it called? Squiggly arm.
Cuphead?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's that art style?
Rubber hose.
Rubber hose, 1920s art style. We do have a Facebook like from Jeremy Burtz.
Oh,
thank you, Jeremy Burtz. You the man. The stream just shot to 40 people. Amazing. Thank you guys.
I'm telling there is a positive correlation with furry talk and likes.
That's true. Well, let's not spoil what this stream's about. But yeah, we'll get that there in a second. But this also wraps up into the furry theme of the night. This is a new video game. It seems like it's an independent game. The official gameplay trailer just came out. Well, I just messed that up. The game is called Mouse. Is a first-person shooter. If you guys love Cuphead, if you love Popeye, if you love rubber hose animation like we do, if you like Ricky Rouse, you like this. Check this out. First person shooter.
This looks pretty cool.
Yeah, this looks awesome.
It's pretty violent.
Yeah.
It's the hand.
Dynamite.
That's funny.
I think it looped, but there's other I'll pull it up. There's some more stuff.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, this is the full trailer here.
Is there a narrative?
I'm sure there is. Like, it seems like you're playing a gumshoe detective.
1940s.
Yeah, let's see.
It's the same footage.
Well, this is,
Yeah, I wonder how this is being handled. Obviously, there's some. Well, the backgrounds are all 3D. I wonder if the characters are just strictly 2D or if they're that 2D rendered 3D model stuff.
Forward. Yeah, I mean, obviously the backgrounds are 3D. Yeah, I was thinking that. I wonder if you rotate around an enemy or if they're always like facing you like two-dimensional.
Yeah,
there was another game when
this could be awesome.
When Five Nights at Freddy's was really big.
Mm-hmm.
It was like Inko, or not Inko, but Blink. Like, I don't know. Someone tell me. It was a horror game where you're walking through like an old cartoon, and it was supposed to be like a creepypasta thing that the kids were all into.
Oh.
I remember they had like t-shirts for it at Hot Topic, but this looks super cool.
You get the dame in the background there with the long cigarette.
Oh yeah, that's awesome. Yes, I think you're old detective. It's like noir.
Sure.
Pretty fun. So I'm excited about that.
Pretty cool.
But would you classify this as a furry subgenre?
I don't know. It's more of like a cartoon, you know, like cartoon characters. I wouldn't classify them as furries because they're not like, I don't know. It's such a hard thing to say, I guess, you know, to like define, right?
Yeah.
You know, where, you know, like is Mickey Mouse a furry? I don't know.
Well, I think we'll look up the definition. We'll gauge the chat as well. But
yeah, are we going to have to set up some rules for this furriest book tier list here?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we will.
We'll see.
We'll get into it. Tank Ferret does correct me. The Bendy and the Ink Machine. That's what that game was.
That's cool.
Never played it.
Yeah. Bobby Christopher was talking about my shirt. Yeah, my shirt is awesome. Except it's weird that it's not in the center. This head is printed off to the side.
Was it always like that?
Yeah. I got this shirt. This is an original shirt from like 1980 something. It has the copyright down here. And I had one of my own. And it got like bleach on it.
Mm-hmm.
So it has like all those like light pink areas and stuff. And I was pretty upset because you can't really wear it anymore because you look like a maniac. So I found one on eBay that was in my size, and it was this one, but it's offset. The original one that I have, I still have it, is centered.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this one's printed offset, even though it's an original one too. You could feel that it's the old screen printed ink. You could feel like the thickness of it. Yeah.
Does anybody know the artist of this Batman?
Yeah, this is the coolest Batman in my opinion for like comic booky and art style Batman.
Yeah. Yeah, all you is that Brian? We don't know.
I don't know. It has like some words and stuff down here, but they're so washed out.
You can't see this. It's probably a signature, but who knows?
No. It's like a copyright thing.
Oh, okay.
It says DC Comics.
We're all
1988.
1988. We're all the big Batman fans. Batman Comics 1988. Who was drawn Batman at the time? I'm thinking, who's that guy that Leroy really loved?
Yeah, I don't think it has a signature anywhere on it.
Someone named Bat artists. 1988. This is a pretty cool cover. And this is the Batman too. Here, let me share this. What's that same Bat style?
They're saying Garcia Lopez.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not Todd McFarlane.
Jose Luis Garcia Lopez.
Yeah, he needs some more names. That's what he needs.
Jim Aparo.
Jim Aparo. Yeah, that's the guy that Leroy really loved. It could be him. Maybe it's Jose. But check out my shirt. This is the first time I'm wearing this shirt out.
Yeah, Phil's shirt is also pretty awesome. I don't know if it's vintage shirt or old, but it feels like old school screen printing, even though it's in really good condition.
I was going to check the tag to see if it had a date on it.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously.
Hey, the new rules, man. Take the shirt off.
Yeah, we're not on Twitch.
I'm just
check it. Check it. There's no tag. No, there's no way this is old because it doesn't have a tag. You're joking me. No.
There's no tag. It's printed into the shirt, so that's new.
But super, super great quality. Awesome Goodwill find. Pretty sure. And that's
it's Weapon X.
Of course, it's Weapon X. Yeah, it's got to be a Barry Windsor Smith, I'm sure.
Maromi's saying it's Shane Davis.
What? The Batman?
He says if it was 2000, Shane Davis.
Bray Fogel, that's the guy, not Jim Aparo. Bray Fogel is the guy that Leroy loved.
Bray Fogel is one word?
Yeah, that's his last name.
Oh. He's not like Bray Wyatt?
No, not like Bray Wyatt. All right. Oh, before we get to the rankings today, I got some mail. I don't think we have any mail stingers, right?
Like male stingers?
Like for
you want like a Channing Tatum dancing around?
No,
type of thing,
like postage.
Because of the new guidelines.
Yeah, because we're not on Twitter. I guess we could use this one.
No, it's not going to work.
Male outfit.
Nobody knows who he is.
So
you need Mr. McFeely.
We'll make him into a character once he stops working and his investments pay off. He doesn't have to work anymore.
Yeah.
All right, I got books in the mail as I do, and these are, man, look at this. First off, it's Black Phantom. Black freaking Phantom from Chad Townsend. I guess we could do a little close up here, but look at how awesome, even from far away, crazy. I guess you would call it holofoil. Even on the back, you get that awesome rainbow flashiness and great logo. One of my favorite logos.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Squid
logo.
Comics, so badass.
Yeah, I was excited to see this in person here because I wanted to see how good the contrast was on here, and it looks really, really good. The black is saturated just enough.
Yeah, super good print job. And then this came with the book as well. Kid Squid, which I'll show you guys that in a second. Another full book. Can't wait to read these. Do a little close up here so you guys can see. And now these are still available on Indiegogo. You could still grab them. Look at that. Black Phantom, Rocket's Red Glare, and the interiors are super cool too. There's color in it, and then it desaturates to black and white. I think, I don't know if it's a time period piece. I haven't read it yet, but he still keeps like some spot red and spot color for accentuating the art. So this is super cool. Can't wait for this. The turnaround time on this was really quick because the campaign closed, I think, only a few months ago. And now he has this out. And then Kid Squid, in the same universe, another character of his. And I was able to get my hands on the ash can of this when we went to Tampa.
Yeah, what's up with the
binding?
What's going on with this binding
so
here?
Brandon's checking out the binding. It is a landscaped book.
Right, but I remember the other ones were like a book.
Yeah,
but still it was horizontal.
The ash cans he was handing out at Tampa were like the prototype, and it was just a regular book.
Right, it opened like a calendar.
Did it?
Yeah, because it opened like if you had it like a regular.
It opened like a regular
this,
book,
but it was like this.
That's right. Yeah. So it originally opened like this, and you would read it, but then he had it printed. So
that's so
cover,
weird.
And then you could read it.
And then it's still horizontal like that. That's bizarre.
Yeah. Super cool. Very unique. I don't think I own anything like this. This is what I would want to do if we print the Masquerade comic strips.
Yeah.
So you could read like
old
comic strip style, and then still have a
cool.
Cool
That's
cover.
so weird, man. But a lot of people are gonna get motion sickness.
I don't think so. And then also, pretty sure every backer got one of these as well. So this will go with our rest one. We got the Embrace here, and I still have to put together my Cerebum babe. But Black Phantom, if you guys haven't ordered it, order it now. it's going to be no time at all before you get it because he's shipping them out right now. So shout outs to Chad for the awesome work on this book.
Mm-hmm.
What a badass.
300 is printed like that?
Yes, that's true. Yeah. The original 300.
That's crazy.
We got Keely Chow in the chat.
What's cool about that is that it has that unique form factor, but a lot of times people will complain that it doesn't fit on, a unique form factor doesn't fit on their shelf with the rest of their comic books or inside of a long box or something like that. But that keeps the form factor of a regular comic, but it gives you that landscape mode. That's so crazy.
He's got some like sneak peeks of his other IPs in here too. I'm super excited about this. He's told me about some of this stuff. It's the biodegradable jujitsu jackalopes. So I know that's some like fun stuff he's been telling us about.
They're breaking down before your very eyes.
Excited about it. So check that out. All right, which the biodegradable jujitsu jackalopes, I would say, could be considered as a furry book.
Maybe.
So yeah, you see these jackalopes, and would you consider TMNT a furry book, Brendan?
But we tried to discuss this before about scalies versus furries, amphibinoids.
Amphibinoids.
Yeah.
What does the chat say? Are TMNT, is that a furry category? And do scalies envelop inside of that furry category? I think there's a poll here somewhere. Format is very Miller. What's up, Maromi? Good to see you. My homies in the chat. Eric July's on Timcast tonight. Awesome. Is CGC thing coping? No. Wolverine, Weapon X, Alistar. Good to see you back in the chat, brother. That's a cool tee, Phil. What is it? You missed it. I stood up. It's maybe you heard of Wolverine, aka Weapon X. Pretty badass. Some really good art. All right. Furry, get ready for the furry degeneracy. Now, people have been talking about this for years. Like I would say like 3 years ago, everyone's like, there's so many werewolf books, right? And then they would call them furry books.
Yeah.
And then more and more you see, these characters popping out that are anthropomorphic.
Right.
And we have a list here compiled by the hardline intern, Chimera. I don't know if he's in the chat. I don't know if he wants to show his face tonight because this is his doing. He put some work in a couple weeks ago, and I've been meaning to do a stream like this.
Shellies. Some person is saying Shellies for the Ninja Turtles.
That's very specific. Not a lot of animal or characters would fall under that.
Armadillos.
Yeah.
Turtles. Various beetles.
What's that Pokemon where it has the snail back, but then it's got those
snails
eyes and the little
I don't know.
Snailies, slimies,
slugs.
So I'm gonna look up the definition of a furry first. Define furry.
Yep. Furry adjective. Covered with fur.
Covered. Okay.
No, you need to go to Urban Dictionary. No, wait. It's right there. Noun, informal, an enthusiast for animal characters with human characteristics. In particular, a person who dresses up in a costume such as a character or uses one as an avatar online. And then the informal noun number 2, a small fur-covered animal, typically a rodent.
There you go.
Oh, God. Look at this use of furry over time. So back in the 1800s...
Holy shit. We got
How are they getting this analytics?
We got to show this. Yeah, let me zoom in. This use of furry, the word.
Click on it. What does it do?
Here we go.
There we go.
Wow. Graphs.
We got to share this page now.
Is
it sharing this one?
There we go. That one.
Okay.
Sharing.
Yeah. So back in the 1800s, it was pretty low.
Yeah.
It's lowest that it had ever been and probably ever will
Look
be.
At these stats, man.
Yeah.
Google.
And then you could see it climbing here, as we get closer and closer to World War I, you could see it growing right there, right about there, World War One.
right?
It plateaus a little bit right there, going into the 20s. You get a little bit of a boost.
That's right. That's the 1920s, the
Right.
roaring 20s, height of
Mhm.
what some people would say the early golden age of degeneracy.
Easily. And then you go into the depression right here. You can see it start coming down. People are a little too concerned about self-conservation, staying alive.
And those furries, probably in the Great Depression, they lost a lot of money.
Well, they easily died off.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, one can only sustain themselves so long. It goes down. World War II.
Oh, okay.
End of World War II comes here. Japan is defeated. Now, look at the secondary spelling of furry with lowercase secondary letters with the capital F starts jumping up right there. After the Nazis are defeated, Japan loses the war.
Interesting.
It bumps up, and then it drops down again there after the 60s. So
the real height of, or the real launch, I would say, the 70s. Look at this.
Yeah, right there at the 70s. Something really takes over. I think the assassination of JFK probably had something to do with it.
Yeah.
The proliferation of psychedelics, maybe,
definitely.
And MK Ultra was around this time, really, really getting into the minds of people.
Manson.
And then it just goes crazy. You got cocaine fueled 1980s ramping up like crazy. And then it's just
never stops.
Just look at that growth right there. I think, what do they call that? A quadratic growth. It's insane.
2006, 2000, probably around 2006. There was an episode of CSI Vegas that was all about furries and a furry convention.
Yeah.
And a furry getting murdered.
Absolutely.
That was the first time I ever heard about it, was that episode.
Yeah.
And they actually explored yiffing in that episode too.
You can't bring that up. Snarticom's going to leave if there's a mention
of in the furry suit that Grissom tested.
God. The Shining, right? The Shining scene.
That was
absolutely
in the 70s.
Right. That's right there.
Oh,
right there. Look at the
Shining.
growth right there. Go a little bit further. You got, yep, absolutely. You go from 2,300 thousandths, and look at that.
That's crazy.
Just blowing up. What is that? What is the vertical axis here even measuring?
Crazy. And this is where we are now, I guess. I don't know. It doesn't go to.
Yeah, it doesn't go to 2018.
Well,
I think they're trying to look, it started going back down right there. It tapers off. And then they don't want you to show the analytics during the Biden administration. I think they're trying to hide that. So.
Wow. That's amazing. People are saying Donnie Darko. It's
furry linked to the fake moon landing. I'm not saying it's a conspiracy. We're looking at these analytics. I very much think that there was a MK Ultra influencing going on here.
People blame Witten. Now this has been going way before Witten. She was just engulfed in it. Shining scene, great.
Ooh, here's a good question. HR Puffin Stuff is a furry.
Wow. Yeah.
It's old. It's a throwback.
He's a dragon, but he's also a human in a
right
animal suit.
Scaly,
Yeah,
which is a subset of a furry.
Yeah. Well, we get a lot of furries over in these parts, and I've seen mythical creature furries, right? Where it's like, oh, are you an opossum? And they're like, no, I'm a armadillo. And it's like an armadillo mouth with
they're not even anything cool. They're never a chupacabra. There's never a jackalope. Right. They're never a esquilax, which is a horse with the head of a rabbit and the body of a rabbit.
Axolotl.
Well, that would be a slimy, probably.
That would be slimy.
Bigfoots.
Well, I did ask the head furry when that armadillo came in or whatever. I'm like, what is, because this suit had like 4 tails, it had antlers.
Why are you even engaging with them?
And what?
Why are you even engaging with them?
Research. Well, to be fair, the head furry wasn't in furry drab or garb. Sorry. And it had multiple eyes. And I'm like, what animal is that one?
What the fuck?
So I asked Kevin, head furry. I asked, I'm like, what animal is that one? And he's like, he seemed like a little freaked out. He's like, I don't know. It's got multiple eyes. I think it's a demon. And he was like uneasy about it.
Like, oh my God.
So there's like
all right. They're saying
Satan's
mermaids.
furries. Well, we'll get into that
Right.
too.
And then Gorgons. We go back. We huge throwback all the way to the ancient Greek Empire. Gorgons.
That's interesting. Yeah. Gorgons, sirens,
Minotaurs.
Yeah. So there's centaurs.
Centaurs.
You know?
Centaur for sure. For sure.
Centaur for sure. But I mean, if it's centaur is a furry, I would say mermaids are in that same category then.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all disgusting.
So we're going to get into this ranking. We have a bunch of books that you guys know. Some of you guys may have backed. Some of you guys may have read. If there's any books that we missed, let us know. Maybe we'll throw them in on the spot, or maybe next time we do this. I'm going to take a screenshot of this afterwards too.
Oh my God, the satyr.
Yeah.
You know that guy's a furry for sure.
Yeah.
How are there not more satyrs walking around at comic book conventions?
I think that would be like a Ren Fair thing.
Yeah, but like there are so many degenerates at Comic Cons that maybe they just don't know what satyrs are.
Yeah, they need to watch more Hercules. But before we get into it, guys, if you guys have not backed the Lost Pages 3, we're so close to being finished. I'm all caught up on letters. I just need to get some colors in, and we have like 9 or 10 more pages to be drawn. Ricardo's drawing his mind off. He's drawing a lot, guys.
He's out of his mind.
He's out of his mind with this art. It's so cool to see this stuff come to life. And we're just around the corner. I'd say a couple more months until this bad boy is ready to be showing up in your mailbox. So check this out, spread the word, and back it. We got shirts as well. So if you guys love shirts out there, just go grab some shirts. All right, let's get into this furry. Here it is, Brandon. Look at. We're gonna rank some books today. Guys.
Chimera's in the chat now, so if you need public execution, he's here.
So, if you guys are unfamiliar with tier rankings, we have. I guess we'll blow this up again. Oh, that didn't work.
Perfect.
This no.
The other side. What about this one?
This one. You like that one?
That's fine.
All right, so we got our tiers. Now we may not need to utilize all of them, but we have D tier, which would probably be not a furry.
Oh, so you want to rank it based on how furry the book is, not what's the best furry book.
No. Is
Okay.
that, I don't think that would be fair. That's just our opinion. Also, I've not read all these books, so I don't think I'm have the expertise to rank that. But what I do have the expertise for is knowing
Jane Goodall of furries over here. He's lived amongst the furries, communicated with them.
Yeah, and you guys can help us too. I really want you guys to participate in this. So D tier would be not furry. I mean, maybe we make the bottom one C tier because maybe there's only 4. We could probably let's do C tier, not furry. B tier, what would we say might be a furry?
Well, so what's your categorization? Is how furry the book is, right? So is it more of like if you have a book that has like Grey Wolf in it, right? But he's not the main focus of the book, right? And the book is not about humanoid animals,
right?
It's Magic Cop.
So
right?
like Magic Cop would be less of a furry book than say the Grey Wolf Ashcan,
right?
Because
which is
about
centric,
Wolf, right?
Yeah.
So we could do. In fact, I don't even have Magic Cop in here. I do have the Ashcan though. So we'll do C's not a furry. B could be considered a furry. A is definitely a furry, and S tier. We could say super furry.
Well, we'll start that one off with Sovereign Wolf. Very clear. Very clear.
A furry book. Which we have right here, Sovereign Wolf. So I'll take that one, and we could scroll it up to S tier. Now we could change this. We don't have to lock it in.
No, we have to lock it in.
We'll lock. We'll lock it in. So Sovereign Wolf, considered the first. I mean, not first in time, but right now for this date, S tier furry book. If you guys have opinions,
Michael Bancroft saying Magicop A tier.
Magicop would be A tier.
I don't know.
I didn't put Magicop on here.
Right. Well, Chimera didn't.
Right. For some reason, Chimera didn't.
Yeah,
but
it shows you where he stands.
Yeah. Well, it does have Grey Wolf in it, who is a Wolfman detective. But it also has mermaids in it, especially the first one.
Right, but they're not furry though.
That's true.
And they're more human looking than animal looking.
Yeah.
Right. So like
if they're
like the
water.
centaur is pretty human looking, right? The minotaur has the animal head.
Right.
I feel like the minotaur is more furry than the centaur.
What? I guess because it's like wearing a furry mask.
Right, because it's a humanified animal.
Right, but a centaur's body is has more mass than its human part. Like
Sure.
Than the human part. Methinks the furry writer doth protest too much.
Mermaids are a bit fishy.
Shakespeare for you there.
Yeah, there's definitely subclasses to the furry genre.
Good job there. We got Rick Saylor in the chat. Good to see you, Rick.
What's up?
Hopefully Rick chimes in on this too. Okay, the next one.
Snarticom is saying the Moosent.
The Moosent.
There, it's S tier furry.
Yeah,
for
I
sure.
would say the Moosent S tier furry.
S tier furry.
I wish I would.
You got AR-15 orangutan on here?
He doesn't have a book, but he's been in CG Vacation.
He has been in CG Vacation.
So
big furry.
Hasn't been. Yeah. I would agree. But let's see. The next one is Smokes the Fox.
I don't like realistically though. I don't know if I would rank AR-15 orangutan a furry because he's just an orangutan.
Right, and we'll get to that. We have stuff like Six Gun Gorilla.
Right.
All right. Well, we'll get there. All right. What about this next one? Smokes the Fox. Are you familiar with Smokes the Fox?
Brian? No, I've never heard of Smokes the Fox.
Smokes the Fox is a book. I'll pull it up here since Brandon's not familiar.
Yeah, let's see this. It sounds interesting. Is he like a detective or something?
He is.
No, I've never seen this ever.
I know you don't get around here. Smokes the Fox.
Does he have actually looks like a furry? Norrin Rad is saying
the Black Ops military operation creates human animal hybrids with the help of extraterrestrials on the Colorado-New Mexico border. Intelligent hybrid fox Smokes escapes, putting his top secret program in jeopardy. Should the truth come out, it will plunge the world into chaos. Until then, Smokes is having the time of his life.
This is like the comic book version of what the Montauk Monster would have done if he didn't just die and wash up on the beach immediately. So he's he's not near the ocean or anything, so he survived. He made it out into the desert and then went on these wacky adventures. Yeah, I agree with Henry Bemis here. Human animal hybrids, furry by definition. Yes,
S tier.
Absolutely.
And there's
oh my god! If you scroll up a little bit, it just looks like he's showing his ass.
Yes, I thought it was his ass too.
It's like oh god!
There he is, and
he's got the one Sonic eye, which is a really cool way of drawing a character like this.
A Sonic eye, that is cool. Yeah. All right, so
I like that. That's a good character design.
Smokes the Fox. You gotta show this again. He is up in S tier.
Easily.
What's up, Norrin Rad? Good to see you.
up?
All right.
Citizen Roning disavowing the stream.
I'm sorry, Citizen Roning. I think we're all having a good time here. All right, the next one. Now, this is interesting. And it doesn't directly involve an animal. This is Winnie the Pooh Demon Hunter.
Yeah, I forgot that. Did that come out?
I'm not sure, but Chimera had it on the list. The Winnie the Pooh.
Did that
Demon
horror
Hunter.
movie come out?
Yeah. Yes, I
It did?
think so. Yeah.
I never heard anything about it ever again.
Also, Chimera did make this this little thumbnail thing that I didn't use, but this is some of the characters.
Yeah,
you'll be able to see here some of the books. So if you see,
yeah,
anything
it's a
that jumps out at
pretty
you.
eclectic collection here.
All right, Winnie the Pooh. Where are we standing on stuffed animals?
Right,
Because stuffed animals are like furry suits, right?
Yeah,
And it's animated. It's come to life.
I do feel like because in the Winnie the Pooh universe, you're having a human adding the anthropomorphism to the stuffed animals. Like you're adding the personality, you're adding the characterization and stuff like that. So I think that because of the human element of it, it kind of is, because they're projecting the desire of the furriness, I feel like.
Yeah, so people are saying that would be a plushie.
Yes.
What do you guys think? I don't know if they're furries, but they're somehow almost worse.
But if you had a person walking around in a Winnie the Pooh costume,
right?
Yeah, that's
if they're not
weird.
being paid to do it.
Right,
like
right, yeah, they're doing
park,
it under their own volition there.
I think I'm gonna put this in the B tier, which is it's kind of, but
Chimera's
kind of
calling
not.
for A.
He's calling for A.
He said talking Winnie the Pooh A class.
And talking Winnie the Pooh.
Right. Who says this here? Holy Hand Grenades, the desire of furriness. Right. It's like just a step under Christopher Robin putting on the Winnie the Pooh costume and walking around.
Yeah, but like, is Winnie the Pooh then a furry story? Because they don't have really characteristics of animals.
Right. Yeah, they're pretty cartoonified.
Yeah.
I don't know, that rabbit pissed me off.
Yeah. I'm going to leave it in B. All right. We're going to put it in B here. Let's see the next one we have. Now, this is interesting. Cerebus. No, not Cerebus. Cerberus.
Cerberus.
Not Cerebus. We don't speak of Cerebus on this channel.
What is that?
That's Mr. Bing's favorite comic.
Oh.
Stupid aardvark. Cerberus, which is the three-headed dog. Now, this was a book put out by Narwhal Books. Friend of the channel, Pear Berg. Do you know his name's Pear?
Oh, Narwhal?
Yeah.
Yeah, you told me about that before. I immediately forgot it on purpose.
Well, now you know. Let me see. Cerebus. Now, this is interesting because it's just, we're having the whole gamut here. It's just dogs.
This looks like Bolto.
Right. It's like a Don Bluth movie.
Yeah.
It's just about dogs that talk to each other and don't talk. I haven't read it. I don't think they talk to
humans.
Right. And I have the story. Narwhal sent it to me, and I apologize. I haven't had time to read it, but I hear it's really good. But yeah, it's like a Don Bluth thing. So like, is all dogs go to heaven?
Yeah, I don't think it's furry. It's kind of like, Rescuers Down Under or The Rescuers or, something like that, where it's just animals.
Yeah.
And they're not interacting with people. Like Ratatouille. Ratatouille's interacting with humans, but he's just a rat. He's not like a human.
He's not like magical. Like he didn't fall into a magical vat of Alfredo sauce.
Right. Yeah.
He just could talk to humans for some reason.
Well, he can't talk to them, actually. Have you seen Ratatouille?
No.
He doesn't talk to them at all, but he can understand English for some reason. Even though he lives in France.
So I think people are saying put it in the C. That's good.
Yeah, because what C tier was not
a furry. Yeah.
Can you label the tiers?
I don't know.
What is the little thing over there?
Let's see.
Yeah, you could probably change that C to anything you want.
Oh, Oh, look at this.
Yeah. Well, you're not typing anything.
What happened here? Not a furry.
There you go.
That's good enough, right? Does it stay?
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, that's. What should be called? What should be called?
Moromi says Ratatouille was not a good movie.
Maybe
it's a pretty decent movie.
Maybe fur tendencies, furry like.
Yeah, but you need a hyphen there.
Furry like. Nope.
Semi-furry.
Another hyphen. Furry.
Smee-furry.
Got that E there, boys.
Furry adjacent.
Yeah. And then what's this one?
Well, this one should be semi-furry, I think.
This one should be furry. And then the super furry.
All right. Semper furry.
Furry.
Yes. Disney's Robin Hood. Furry. Yeah, because they're definitely taking the place of the humans in that world. Robin Hood, Zootopia.
Zootopia.
Stuff like that. What's that latest one? Zootopia 2.
Yeah. That's the latest one. I missed this super chat. Bobby.
Oh, we got the star thing back?
Found it. Yeah, it came back. Found it. This is Brandon's shirt. He says,
really?
What make this big here?
Found it. 90% sure.
I found it. 90% sure it's Jose Luis Garcia Lopez.
All right, look that up real quick.
Okay.
All right, we're back to the shirt. We'll give you guys the respite from the furries.
Lopez.
Cranberry Langers is here now. What's up?
Batman. I see a picture of Jose here.
Okay.
Let's see. Add to the stream. He does have the blue.
Yeah. Blue and gray.
Blue and gray.
It's looking good.
Let's see if I could look up shirt.
Wearing a shirt.
All right.
Neither of those.
None of those shirts.
That all over Batman shirt was pretty cool looking though.
This one?
This one right here.
Oh, this one.
All
oh,
over
yeah,
print,
yeah.
man.
All over. Yeah, Hyper was just all about those all over tees.
Yeah.
I don't see it.
Look up 1988 Batman shirt.
1988.
No.
I mean, I'm sure we'll find the
not
1988
existing.
Batman shirt, but
Right. And then we follow the rabbit hole down to find out who created the art for it.
Now this brings up a question or a query. Is Batman considered a furry?
He's not.
I feel like you're saying
Man
that with bias.
Bat is a furry.
Man Bat's a furry?
Man Bat is a furry.
All right, I'll take that.
Yeah.
Thank you for the super chat, Bobby. And enjoy this quick but firm bong.
They want you to be kicked.
Me about the Batman question?
Yeah.
Apologize. Snuggie Jr. with the hot take. Comics need more furries.
I don't know about that. Catwoman's a furry. I mean, it's not like a furry cat suit. Woman cat.
There's no woman cat. What about Catman? Is he a furry?
Catman.
Yeah, he's got a cape though.
Yeah. What's
He's
that
brown.
one? The other one from DC who hangs out with Black Canary? Wildcat.
Wildcat.
That guy's more of a furry
because he's got the puffy
right. He has the cat
cheek thing.
face on his mask. Like Batman doesn't have any bat anything on his costume whatsoever, or his suit rather.
Yeah, that's a good point. He's got those bat ears though.
Not really.
More like I would say Batman. Well, it's more of a bat.
Batman. Well, yeah, definitely.
Snarkchan says Nasser is probably an S tier furry.
Phil, is Wolverine a furry?
No. I wouldn't say
his name is a Wolverine, and he has those Wolverine ears on his costume. Cheetah.
Yeah. You're changing my mind here. Cheetah's definitely a furry because she's turned into
Thundercats.
have fur.
Chitara.
Yeah, I'd say Thundercats are furries.
Snarf.
Snarf. All right, let's get back to
Snarf's
this.
just retarded.
All right, what's this next one here? Down here, this is...
It's the Holly Hand Grenade says, what is this stream anyway? Damn. We started off trying to find the origin of the art on this shirt.
Yeah.
And now we've ended up ranking comic books by their furriness.
Yeah, so we're doing a ranking today. Least furry book.
Beast.
To beast furry book to the most. So this is what we have here. This is a ranking tier list from not a furry to super furry, as you can see over here on the left of the screen. And now, as of right now, we have Cerebus by Narwhal as not a furry book. It is about dogs, though, that talk to each other. And they do live in a society ruled by humans. All right. Not unlike ours. Then we have Semi-Furry, which is, and this is Winnie the Pooh Demon Hunter, which was a book that may or may not be out yet. And, you know, you kind of could consider it, but you kind of could not. All right. And then we have Furry, which nothing has been just furry. We'll have to see if there are stuff that are just
I
furry.
feel like it's going to get pushed over the line into super
furry. So then it goes to super furry, which is Sovereign Wolf by Eddie Winkler. Shout outs to him. And Smokes the Fox, which is definitely
that was super furry, no question there. Who says this? Henry Beeman says Killer Croc, a scaly, but that makes me question this. Now, I hope nobody's ever seen this movie. I know you've seen this movie. Tusk.
Yeah, it's super
Kevin
bad.
Smith.
Yeah.
Was it Justin Long? Jason Long?
Yeah. Whoever.
Furry?
Something long.
Furry
The
movie?
movie was too long. All right. And it's got that little creepy kid from AI, but now he's grown up and tubby. He's got 3 names.
Yeah.
Wasn't a great film.
I'm sure you guys out there. Maromi has seen it. Chimera's also seen it. Henry Beam is calling for blueberries. Do you remember Blueberry?
The comic book?
No, delicious blueberry.
Blueberry gummy?
Yeah, blueberry gummy.
Yeah, I remember that. Maybe we didn't put Black Riding Hood on this list, but maybe we should.
Sean, can't wait for the Tusk sequel. I think you might be the only one.
Yeah, you're the only one. All right, the next one that we're looking at, though, is from Days of Yore. That works, right? Doug TeNaples' Bigfoot Bill. Bigfoot Bill. I should have put Earthworm Jim on here, but yeah, Bigfoot Bill. Discussed in the chat.
He's actually furry. He makes more sense than Earthworm Jim.
Bigfoot Bill is furry. He wears a...
Plus, Earthworm Jim has the suit, right? It's like a robot suit. So he's not really like mostly animal. He's mostly robot.
You're right. It's a good point.
But where this guy's mostly Bigfoot.
Yeah. So Bigfoots, what do you guys think in the chat? Furry, not a furry, semi-furry, super furry?
Bancroft's just saying furry.
He's just saying furry.
Can a cryptoid be furry?
You
got the Chenoo on there, Maromi's asking?
Oh, I don't have
What are you doing here?
I didn't make this list. There's a lot of stuff. Like I could
chastise Chimera in the chat.
Yeah, it's Chimera's fault. Yeah, I can add stuff. If I'm quick enough. Let's see here. I'm adding one right now.
Let's see what people are saying. Cryptid. Cranberry Langers say, I actually don't count real creatures as furries. Like Bigfoot? But what if you had a guy dressed up in a Bigfoot costume? He'd be pretty much a furry. Yeah. Earthworm Jim goes as a human-y cranberry.
Yeah, he is
he's posing as a human.
That's right.
And it's pretty good.
Snarchgon's lost interest at this topic this whole point. We got 30 more minutes of this, Snarchgon.
Yeah, we have 150
comics,
maybe 160 more comics to go through.
If Doug is outed as a furry, I wouldn't be surprised in the least. Groovy. All right, so I'm gonna go with Bancroft because he said furry, because Bigfoot Bill is furry.
He is furry.
He interacts
and he is
with other people.
The focal point of the story. So I guess.
All right.
But it, like if it's the same thing, right? Like I was saying, AR orangutan, right? I wouldn't consider that a furry because he's just an orangutan,
right?
What's the other one? Six gun gorilla. He's just a gorilla,
right? Well, we don't know if Arrow can talk. 6 gun gorilla can't talk.
He cannot talk.
He canonically cannot talk in Brian's comic.
Yeah, sign language.
Yeah, he does know sign language though.
He's like Mighty Joe Young. Is Mighty Joe Young a furry?
I don't know. Where is
he's just a big gorilla?
We could do 6 gun next. So 6 gun gorilla is on here.
Yeah, but I would say he's just a big gorilla.
He's a big gorilla with 2 big guns,
right?
2 big holes into big bad guys.
Yeah, I would say that it's not a furry.
Guys. I think that's
you guys. How do you feel about this? Beanpad is asking, is Kelsey a furry? He's more one of those cryptid mythical creatures, I would say.
Yeah, he does live in a swamp.
Yeah.
He has a lair, kind of.
He doesn't talk, just like gorilla.
There you go.
Yeah.
Chimera's saying not a furry.
Right, right.
Yeah, I would, because there's been gorillas that learn sign language. Remember Coco the monkey?
Yeah. Yeah, that monkey's all right.
Yeah, exactly. 6 gun, not a furry, literally just a gorilla.
Right, just a gorilla with 2 guns.
All right. So we'll put him in not a furry.
Doesn't he wear a hat?
He has worn hats before.
Right. That's the same thing with Bigfoot Bill, because if he's just a Bigfoot, then he's not really a furry. Whereas like those Wolfman guys from Smokes the Fox or whatever, they're not just wolves.
Yeah.
Just like, didn't we put the Narwhal book not as that? Because they're just dogs or mice or whatever.
Yeah, they're dogs.
Yeah.
I think
there's a mice
there's
in
a
there
mouse
too,
in there.
right?
Yeah, I think there's a mouse in there.
Yeah. Yeah, Cranberry Lingers. That monkey's all right. High five. Yeah.
Exactly. All right. It is not.
Citizen Ronan says, Brandon, there's a large of your shirt on eBay. Yeah. Yeah. I had purchased 2 of these shirts at the same time. One was a medium, one was a large, but I had this one for a number of years already. And the guy lost the large. There was 2 different sellers. So he refunded my money and he was like, if I ever find it, I'll hit you up. I mean, he never did, but I don't need it because I'm just wearing the medium. But yeah, if you want the large shirt, buy it, because
you too can own a shirt.
Yeah, you too. We could be sames. If you come to a convention, tell me, I'll wear the shirt.
Nornrad wants to know if I remember Amy Love from Congo. I don't.
Gordon Gruber says, my mom had that shirt.
What?
Good taste. It's a nice shirt. It's also a very old stock. You could feel.
Yeah, I like these old thick inked shirts.
Well, that's not an old shirt. That's a new shirt. They were not screen printing tag information into the back of shirts.
Oh, was
there
80s. Tag info back there?
Yeah, there's no tag. It's just screen printed into the shirt.
All right, this might be a controversial one. Cyber Frog. I know he doesn't have fur, but he is a regular frog that was what's that show? Believe it or not, I'm walking on it.
What do you mean?
That show, that old show, that like Ace. You're always
Greatest American Hero.
Yeah, he got Greatest American Hero'd into being a cybernetic intelligent frog that's humanoidal.
Right. This is literally the same
Bipedal.
thing as Earthworm Jim.
So this is like an Earthworm Jim situation.
Right. Where he's more robot.
Than
He's
frog.
not human.
Right. So he's more robo than frog.
Right. Does he talk though?
Yeah, he talks.
But just like Earthworm Jim, he talks. He's a human.
Yeah, Earthworm
he's
Jim
just
talks.
like whoever said it earlier. He's a human-y.
So Cyberfrog is semi. We're getting in the chat.
He says that I don't like heavy cotton tees either. I have this Hank Scorpio shirt that I got from Australia. It's probably the most comfortable shirt I've ever received. So those Australian shirts are really good. All right, let's see. Put Earthworm and Cyberfrog into semi. I don't know. I would not classify them as furries.
K-Plan is saying scaly. Yeah, but we're just doing furry right now. We're incorporating the scalies into furry.
Right, but he's not like Killer Croc or Ninja Turtles or anything like that. He's a frog in a robot suit.
Well, what's the difference between Ninja Turtles,
right?
They were turtles and then had ooze,
right? And they were mutated up toward human status.
I would say, I would argue that the cybernetic thing is also a thing that was encountered the animal and then transformed the animal.
So Cyberfrog definitely gets transformed. Earthworm Jim does not get transformed. He's still the worm, even though.
Yeah,
no, because if he loses the suit,
yeah, he could still talk if he loses the suit, can he?
Sometimes,
and he got the cartoon
eyes
when he loses the suit.
Sometimes no, though. I've seen it where he's just a worm.
Yeah. Yeah. Same with like. Yeah, but he's from a cartoony world. You know, I would say like Earthworm Jim is in like the Winnie the Pooh category.
Okay. I mean, I accept the argument.
So we're gonna do semi for Cyberfrog.
Beanpad saying Cyberfrog is sci-fi, not a furry.
What?
That doesn't,
everything's sci-fi. What are you talking about? Ninja Turtles, mutations. I mean, I guess because the technology part of it. But I would argue the technology is very similar to the ooze.
Not a furry. Right. You could, the argument is fair. It's a fair argument.
I'm going with Bancroft here. What did you say?
Gordon Gribble is saying there's no critical difference between Ninja Turtles and Cyberfrog.
Is that true?
Fine. That's
at all
fair. No, I mean, he's agreeing with your argument, basically.
Yeah.
You share the same argument.
Furriness. So we're going to say semi.
They're similar yet legally distinct.
Legally distinct, for sure. Very different. Oh, we're going to say semi.
Holy hand grenades. I do not consider him a furry. This is controversial indeed. But he eats the fried chicken, right?
Yeah.
Just like a human.
That's true. That's a human trait.
I have not seen frogs eat fried chicken unless they are humified.
I think that is learned, though, because he did want to eat flies, I think. And then he learned.
Yeah, it's pronounced learned.
All right. Another
Henry Bemis says, I appreciate Brandon Phil for tackling the important philosophical issues of our day. Somebody has to do it, you know.
Yeah.
With the Supreme Court passing up on all these cases lately, you know, somebody's got to take these things up.
We're going to have to do a speed run here. We got 20 minutes left before Bancroft show. Bancroft, you doing a show tonight? Let us know.
Yes.
Yeah. Shinobi Sasquatch. Shinobi Sasquatch.
Yeah, he's pretty anthropomorphic.
He's a Bigfoot, right?
Right. He's a Bigfoot.
Like Bigfoot Bill.
Yeah.
But for some reason, he doesn't look hairy. Like, he has really small hairs.
Yeah, he's like a dolphin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what do you guys think about this song?
He does
I'm not super familiar with.
He does have a dong, though.
He does?
I did see Rob Willis draw his
there,
dong
and he's a furry because it's the projection again.
Yeah.
That's what, you know, the same thing with the Christopher Robin.
Mm-hmm. So I'm going to say he is a furry. He's not a super furry because there's no like human splicing or anything, but I would say he's a furry. What do you guys think? Yeah, furry.
Yeah, they're getting a lot of furries.
Nice.
Chimera's back on track. We are so back.
Hey, Alex VRB is here. Good to see you, Alex. If you don't know, if you're just tuning in, we're ranking.
All right, well, hold on a second. We got to take a pause here.
Okay.
Because there's a giveaway that we're not
shit.
gonna
We gotta do.
we're
Yeah,
not
we should
gonna
do this
take
anyway.
care of unless
All right.
we do this now.
We're taking a pause. Thank you, Brandon, for reminding us. There is a giveaway that's at the top. It is December. It's a Friday. We're doing the 5 barrels of December. If you guys know, we should do this earlier. I totally forgot. We've given away 2 of the barrels,
Right.
the Big Red and the
Big Perp,
which was the Silky. And if you guys are in the chat, if you lasted this long, this is the payoff, man. You're really in for a treat.
Yeah, those
here.
7 people that left.
Yeah,
they're missing out.
Everybody. So we're doing a giveaway. What are we calling this one, Brandon? This is a silver one.
Yeah,
a silver. We have the Lost Pages logo in the center, as you can see it perfectly right there. Looking beautiful.
If it does the same thing forever. Yeah, it does.
And this is big enough to put pencils and pens in, maybe paintbrushes,
right?
Q-tips. If you're a aficionado like myself, you can put some Q-tips in here. What are we calling this? I'm going to set up a giveaway right now.
All right. Yeah, I don't have any clever name like Big Perp. I've used up all of my raw talent on Big Perp.
I start this.
Yeah, so here you can see it didn't turn out quite as fancy as I was hoping for, because it's the same type of filament for Big Perp. Big Perp's a lot more shiny and silky. This one's more of like a rustic tin cup.
Tin. Hashtag tin in the chats. Let me make sure it's
put tin cup.
Tin cup?
Yeah, put tin cup in the chat.
All right, hashtag tin cup. This is the tin cup giveaway starting now.
Gordon Gribbo says Silky Silver. I would have done Silky Silver if it looked like the gold. Remember last year's gold? It looks so nice. And this is like, meh.
Well, let's not,
it looks more like tin.
Let's not shit on our tin cup here. So if you guys want to get sent this for free,
if you
perfect Christmas gift, maybe for next year, you
if you're okay for settling for tin cup. I mean, I know it's not Big Perp. All right. But we'll see next week. Hopefully next week will be better.
Putting hashtag tin cup in the chat, you'll be entered to win. And before the end of the stream, we will do the what do you call it? Raffle.
Yeah, the drawing. We'll get the drawing out of the raffle. You guys are automatically entered in by entering tin cup. You guys remember from last week.
Yeah, you know it. So there you go. I think last week was Gordon Goodbrother, was it not?
Yeah, he's got Big Perp.
And then Angela Curry, which I don't know where Angela is. I would love to see her
She's
in this rankings.
Cut and run. She got the barrel and she's done.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. All right, let's get back to the rankings here. The rankings. So we settled on Shinobi Sasquatch in the furry category. All right, furry category.
I guess. I'm not super familiar with them, so.
This next one, Brandon.
What is it? I can't see because we're being blocked, but what is it?
AR-15 Little Mermaid. Little Mermaid, guys.
Isn't it 13?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little Mermaid. Where are we putting mermaids on here? Little Mermaid.
I mean, I guess semi. Yeah. I don't think that mermaids are even in that category because they're something that's not an animal, but it's like the Bigfoot thing. It's like, it's a mermaid, right? She actually a mermaid?
Yeah, she's a little mermaid, but she has legs, does she not? Yeah, she has legs.
Right,
she stands.
legs,
she's got a scaly leg. She's got a star
one
on her
scaly
boob.
leg. She's like the winter soldier of mermaids. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, literally half, not a furry mythological creature. That's what I'm leaning toward, Henry Bemis. It's the same thing with like Bigfoot, stuff like that, like the gorilla guys, the orangutans.
So you're saying not?
I lean toward mermaids not being in that furry category.
Bangrout says not a furry. This is what the middle category is for.
Well, not a furry is the bottom.
Not a furry.
Oh, not a furry, but not a furry.
Okay, so this is the semi.
If you have to, but this is why when you do surveys, you don't have a 5 out of 10. You keep them uneven.
You're thinking too deeply on this,
right? But this is how you
cryptids.
settle things definitively. We want the true answers. We don't want just some, surface level. Let's get the clicks out of this video thing. We want real answers.
Oh, we need the clicks. I'm putting it semi. Semi right there. All right, next one, Viking Wolf. Viking Wolf is about a teenage kid who does something, and this Viking wolf transposes into him. I think the Viking's from like a different world, and he comes to our world to fight crime, ripping this kid's
and then he
body
looks
apart.
like the Viking wolf creature.
Yeah,
that's clearly a furry.
That's a furry.
It's like Altered Beast.
Oh yeah,
right.
Power up. Yeah, remember that one?
Rise from your grave.
So we're thinking the transposition here, which is one of the fundamentals of prestidigitation. Transposition,
easily one of the most important factors.
Furry. We're saying furry. Viking wolf furry.
Yeah, because it's not like super furry. I don't think it's super furry. Super furry is like when it's starting to get weird with the characters.
Yeah, no, I agree. This is interesting because I did take a picture with a furry holding this book, Viking Wolf, as I did with Sovereign Wolf. So Viking Wolf furry, I think we're saying it. Angela Curry is here. What's up, Angela Curry?
Alex VRB is saying a kid that dresses up as a wolf, super furry. I don't think does he have a choice?
No, I don't think he has a choice.
So yeah. Okay.
It's kind of like an Etrigan the Demon thing, or stuff like that. Does he look like the wolf by virtue? No, I think he's from a different world of wolves.
What about warriors of virtue?
Yeah,
kangaroos. They're very anthropomorphic. They're interacting with humans.
Yeah,
I would definitely say it's on the same.
Yeah, that and
it's like Shinobi Sasquatch or something. Tank Girl.
Yeah, because they got all those weird like kangaroo people. Tank Girl. Remember that?
I only saw that. Yeah, I was probably less than 5 when I watched Tank Girl.
This one's interesting. Mothman from King Toad Comics.
He's a cryptid. That's the same thing as like the mermaid problem for me, or like the Sasquatch problem.
Well, that Sasquatch and Bigfoots are in furry. But yeah, Mothman.
Semi furry, I guess. I mean, he's a little, he's got like that human body, that like some chicks might be like, oh, look, that Mothman's sexy, so maybe there's some furriness going on.
So
there.
Is semi, you think?
Yeah, I think just because of the sex appeal of Mothman, he might be in the furry category.
Yeah, a lot of those like
because it's not like if you draw a gorilla, it's just a gorilla, right? But if you draw a sexy gorilla, it's a furry.
Yeah, that's true.
Right?
The sex appeal does take a count in there. So there you go. Sorry, Joe Ball. All right, this one, War Party about this Revolutionary War, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Native American skinwalker type of stuff going on there. Witch turning soldiers into werewolves and falcons and eagles. Lots of transmutation of human into humanoidal beasts.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think on War Party?
Yeah. Well, Chimera's already saying super furry.
Super?
I mean, I would say furry, right? Super furry to me is that kind of, it's getting a little weird.
Yeah, the transmutation from human to
just go furry. Viking wolf. You think you're going super furry?
Just furry?
I would go furry.
Just furry. Super furry.
Gerber saying S tier. Cranberry language is called not furry.
Wow, that's interesting.
Not furry.
It's
Viking wolf. It's very much on the same playing field right there. Yeah, furry. Yeah, just throw it in furry. Bancroft says furry.
Okay.
He agreed with my sex appeal.
Now this
platform
was
that I
interesting.
saying, yeah.
This was a Chimera pick, Red Rooster. And in parentheses, it says Chicken Man, I think.
Does it?
That's what
that's
what Chimera put. That's what our intern put.
Yeah.
He says, "Oh my god, totally a furry."
Yeah.
Angela Curry's confused at what's going on.
Yeah, so we're currently ranking comic books by furriness, the amount of furriness that it has. So we have a not a furry, semi-furry, you know, it's a little furry adjacent, something to argue about, a little controversial. And then we have furry tier, which is like, it's a furry book, but it doesn't get weird.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the top, it's S tier, super furry. It's furry. It's getting a little weird. You know, it's animals that are a little too anthropomorphic, an animal anthropomorphic world. That's what we're looking at. Red Rooster, I feel like, is in the same classification as Batman. I don't think that it would be a furry, you know, just like Batman.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Rooster Red, on the other hand, you know.
If he was a human turned into a giant rooster.
Right, yeah. If he's a little more rooster, like the chicken from Family Guy,
definitely.
you know, or
well, also I haven't read it, so I don't know if he does turn into a giant chicken. I just assume he doesn't.
Yeah, I assume he doesn't get hit by some sort of like Kenny Rogers chicken ray, something like that. I agree with Bancroft here. Not a furry.
Okay, we're putting it into not a furry.
How do you feel about man eating chicken from Little Rascals? Furry?
No, I don't think so. Once again, guys, if you just are tuning in, you can see the banner at the bottom. It says type hashtag tin cup to enter in to win the big barrel this week.
Yes, it's important.
It's
you don't want to miss the tin cup barrel.
All right, we have a few minutes left here. Now, this is the ash can, the Trouble in Japtown Grey Wolf ash can, drawn by Alan Alonso, Hull Comics. Now, this is centered around Grey Wolf.
Right.
Grey Wolf's the main character, but also the supporting character.
Yeah, the bad guy.
Yeah,
big bad guy.
There's two, you know, that you can consider. The first bad guy he goes up against is a fish man.
Yeah, the koi man,
a sumo that we call Maki, and then the big bad in it is a big dragon guy. It's kind of like a Jabba the Hutt dragon.
Right.
Tried to make that so.
Is he like more dragon than human though, or is he like just like a fat sumo-y kind of like, you know, that guy who's sitting in the hot tub man, but he's like part dragon? I don't really remember.
He's more.
I didn't draw that one.
He's more dragony.
Yeah, that's what I remember.
Can't really move it around a lot. But the sumo guys, you know, he's like a fish based on a sumo wrestler.
Right,
you know,
he's
bipedal.
Definitely in that
person
that
of fish. Sorry, Alex. Let's see. Fish. So what do you guys think? I'd say because it does center around Grey Wolf, this one.
Yeah,
it could be considered
furry. He's a man that gets transformed into a wolf man.
That's true. Yeah.
You know, so there is that furry aspect going to it.
He is a wolf man.
But it doesn't get weird. You know, he's not like getting weird or anything like that. So
right.
Yeah, I don't think it's super furry. I think it's furry.
It's a great story. He's lamenting the death of his daughter and trying to hunt down the person he thinks is responsible.
Right. Yeah, pick that up if you haven't.
Yeah, you could get it on the Z Comics site right now.
Art is fantastic.
Crazy awesome art, and it really expands upon his backstory. So if you read the first Magic Hop, this is a perfect next step in it. And it's just an ashcan, so it's a good price point. Check it out. Let's get some Zaid Comics. Oh, there's a Zaid Comics link in the description if there's any mods out there. You got to think, what does the cosplay look like? Yeah, Grey Wolf
for sure. Yeah, definitely. You want to take that into account. Rooster Fighter?
No, Rooster Fighter. I don't know what that is.
He looks like a man. Brandon DIAZ. I was doing my best Miss Swan impersonation from
looking like a man.
Looking like a man.
It's this next one, Starlight Cats. Now, although I did take a picture with the furries with a copy of Starlight Cats, what do you guys think?
Yeah, I mean it's definitely weird, right? It's in the weird area, but they're not anthropomorphic enough,
right?
They're just like cats, so it's kind of like Ratatouille, where it's not really furry,
right?
Because they're not human enough.
But they do interact and talk to humans.
Right. But that would be like
talk.
Paw Patrol. Is Paw Patrol furry? They're just dogs.
Yeah, but they're interacting with humans, these ones. Like in
but don't the Paw Patrols also?
Cerberus not interact, like they can't talk to humans, to my knowledge. I also think, if I'm not mistaken, the cats sometimes walk on 2 legs.
So that would be the defining factor. If
someone
that was
confirm?
If there's confirmation of that, then it's a furry book.
Girl does get cat powers. That's true. And she does turn into a cat entity.
Yeah, there you go. So yeah, furry.
They are full anthros.
Okay. I haven't read it. I only saw.
I read it a long time ago.
A couple of the promo stuff, and then what was in CG Vacation. So yeah.
Not a furry like Narwhal's book, but I'm pretty sure they walk on 2 legs at some points. They fly, and the girl does transform.
Yeah, and you could bring in the Christopher Robin, allegations here, where Dimwitted Chicken says Shane dresses like a tiger, so it's the furry, so that's that projection, So
okay,
yeah,
that could be it. Wait, is Scooby-Doo a furry?
No, he's just a dog.
Yeah, he does talk though.
He tries to talk, but he's just a dog.
I've seen dogs that do try to talk
in real life.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then that would completely negate
it being furries.
Furry, because if dogs can do it, then.
What's the consensus? What is they build spaceships? That's true.
Scrappy Doo.
They do build spaceships, Michael.
Yeah, Scrappy Doo walks around on his hind legs. He's like a human, right? So yeah, he's more furry easily
than Scooby.
Yeah,
and he doesn't have like a speech impediment like a dog, like Scooby does.
Yeah.
Michael, would you say Starlight Cat's semi then or full? The argument of them building technology is interesting. I think I'm going to put it in semi right now. But the transformation.
Citizen Ronan says, I love that Brandon is really thinking of all. I'm going to say like King Conan on his throne. It's that important. Yeah. I feel like we need to get to the bottom of these things.
Yeah, we're almost through here. We might go over a little bit. We're raiding into Bancroft if you guys stick around. Okay, Sea Dog. I say Sea Dog is a furry.
Sea Dog is a furry,
because
question.
The story behind Sea Dog is he's a dog that gets a magical blang blang necklace and he turns into Sea Dog.
Yeah.
A wrapping.
Right. And then he's very human.
Yeah.
Human
transform.
Yeah, very much. Very much. What are the odds that you all will debate whether Chrome Dog is a furry?
Yes, I forgot Chrome Dog. Maybe we'll do that on the next one because I did add some this time. So we're gonna go over.
Yeah.
Hopefully I could save this list. And
earlier in the chat, they were talking about the dog that tries to hunt down the scientist that sexually assaulted his mom.
Oh yeah. Dog N-word. We could add him to the next one too. I'm gonna see if I can
for the
save
next
this.
episode.
Yeah, the next time we do this.
Yeah, we'll revisit this next week.
Maybe.
Come in caps. Don't do another one of these.
There's so many more to add. All right. This is a Chimera pick. The Good Night. The Good Night with teddy bear.
Yeah.
Human trap. Now it's different than Winnie the Pooh.
Different than Winnie the Pooh. It is different.
It's a human trapped in a plushy teddy bear body.
Right. Yeah. I mean, definition wise, it's furry.
All right. We're gonna for here put it in
Dog Ninja.
We're gonna put it in the furry. All right, here. Now, yeah, but what makes these super furry things?
Well, it's funny
the experimenting on and changing.
It's Sovereign Wolf, it's Eddie Winkler, so it's funny. And we know he's weird about that.
But they
stuff.
are splicing animal DNA with.
Yeah, and then what was the other one called? Smokey the dog.
Fox.
Yeah, Smokes the Fox for sure. And then just like, it's just that weird level.
Mm-hmm.
They showed his ass right on the cover.
Yeah, I remember that. What's up, Tim F? Good to see you in the chat. Hope everybody is having a good time.
Let's do this drawing. We could wrap it up. You got to do this giveaway for the Lost Pages Barrel Tin Cup edition.
Yes,
Here it is. You can see it down in the corner.
The Tin Cup. It's raffle time, everybody. If you guys have not yet, please put hashtag Tin Cup in the chat for a chance to win this free Tin Cup barrel that we'll send to you guys free of charge. On us.
That's right.
A gift
from us.
Christmas.
You will receive the generous gift.
Yeah, we got
the Tin Cup barrel.
Sumo.
What's up?
What's up, Sumo? Hope you've been watching. It's been a good show.
Tin Cup.
Good to see you, Sumo Thori. A couple more people.
Does it have to be degenerate to qualify as super furry? I mean, if it's degenerate, there's without question super furry.
Right.
Yeah, that's how Mothman edged his way in because of the sexiness.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was sexy. Especially that Joe Ball cover.
Yeah. It's too sexy. It's too sexy.
All right, let's see. We got 21 entries into the
That's
Tin
more
Cup.
than last week.
It's more than last week.
Yeah,
People
you
want
guys
that
didn't
Tin
want
Cup.
Big Perp last week. You guys really want Tin Cup.
You really want it. Okay.
All right.
Should we do this?
Yeah, let's just do it.
right.
We're over the limit.
You can see the Tin Cup right there. We're going to push the button for the draw. And let's see. Here we go. Hopefully Henry Bemis got in there. There he is. Last second. He's in. Scrolling. Where is it? Bobby.
Oh, Bobby.
Pick it up.
Tin Cup.
Congratulations. Bobby. Booby. Bobby. Crucifix, the winner. Congrats, Bobby, our boy. We're going to be sending you a Lost Pages Tin Cup barrel.
Right. With certificate of authenticity that doubles as a sticker.
That's right. Sticker of authenticity.
That's right.
So should we pause this furriness for now?
Yeah,
and
we'll
pick up
pause
next
it
week.
and then pick it up next year.
Next year.
When we have nothing to talk about.
That would be great. Well, here is your so far rankings on the not a furry to super furry list. We have a not a furries being Red Rooster, the Six Gun Gorilla, Narwhal Cerberus, semi furries Mothman for his sexiness, Little Mermaid, Cyberfrog, and Winnie the Pooh. And by far the largest, the furries here. The Good Night, Sea Dog, Starlight Cats, the Gray Wolf, Ashcan, War Party, Viking Wolf, Shinobi Sasquatch, Bigfoot Bill, and then the super furries.
Mm-hmm.
Smokes the Fox, and of course, Eddie Winkler's Sovereign Wolf.
Yeah. So for you guys keeping track at home and creating your own little chart, yeah, feel free to pause it there and copy that down. And remember, there's only 2 more chances to win one of the 2023 Lost Pages barrels, 5 barrels of December.
That's right.
And we'll see what next week's barrel looks like.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Hopefully it's something cool.
I'm excited for next week's barrel and to continue getting through this list. I think it's really important. A lot of people were saying it's really important.
Henry Bemis looking to be the first 2-year running back-to-back barrel winner.
That would be awesome.
That'd be crazy.
I hope
a
it happens.
2-time Henry Bemis be the 2-time.
That's right. We're sending you over to Michael Bancroft's stream. I'm not sure what he's up to over there, but when you get in there, shout out a big Zayd raid for us. I hope everybody has a great weekend. It's the weekend before Christmas. So I hope you guys are doing what I'm doing and getting my holiday shopping in this Sunday.
Yeah. Important.
Yeah.
Procrastination. Save it to the last minute.
Save it to the last minute. Thank you guys for watching. Stop by zaidcomics.com. Check out some of the stuff we have over there. If you guys haven't read Magic Cop or the Ashcan, definitely pick that up. super fun reads. And we'll catch you all on Monday with
Yep.
another stream, everybody.
See ya.
Have a good one.
Big Red by Pico, makers of Termite Town. Cleanup kits sold separately. It's free real estate.
Awesome. Awesome to the max.
Are we live?
Threats are part of wrestling, you know? But you gotta look at the person that's making the threats. This fat son of a bitch is challenging all of us, has been world champions before, been in this business 15, 20 years, and this fat son of a bitch is gonna trial us all out.
Calm down, okay? All right?
He's fat!
Good screaming, everybody.